What if the reason we search so obsessively for reliable machines is because, deep down, we are trying to understand reliability within ourselves? We look at an SUV and ask a simple question: will it last? Will it carry us through years of uncertainty without breaking down, without demanding constant attention, without surprising us at the worst possible moment? And yet, beneath that question lies something far more human. We are not just asking about a vehicle, we are asking about trust, about stability, about the quiet desire for something in life that does not fail us when we need it most. Reliability, in its purest form, is not about perfection, it is about consistency over time. In science, we rarely trust a single result. We trust patterns, we trust repetition, we trust systems that behave the same way again and again, even when conditions change. And this is where the connection begins to deepen, because the human body, like any well-engineered system, depends on this same principle. Inside you, at this very moment, trillions of cells are performing tasks with remarkable precision. Your heart contracts in a steady rhythm. Your lungs exchange gases without conscious effort. Your nervous system sends signals faster than thought itself. There is no applause for these processes, no recognition. And yet this quiet consistency is the very definition of reliability. When we talk about the most reliable SUVs, we often point to brands like Toyota and Lexus, or models such as the Toyota Highlander, Lexus RX, and Honda CR-V. These vehicles are not necessarily the most aggressive or the most technologically overwhelming. Instead, they are refined. Their systems have been tested over time, adjusted, simplified where possible, and strengthened where necessary. They do not demand attention, they quietly earn trust. And in that sense, they begin to resemble something biological. Because the body, too, favors what is proven. It does not chase extremes, it seeks balance. It operates within ranges, temperature, blood pressure, glucose levels, carefully maintained through feedback systems that are both sensitive and resilient. This process, often referred to as homeostasis, is not static, it is dynamic, constantly adjusting to maintain internal stability in the face of external change. Now, imagine what happens when that stability is disrupted, when patterns become irregular, when systems are pushed beyond their natural limits. In a vehicle, this might appear as wear, overheating, or mechanical failure. In the body, it appears as fatigue, inflammation, imbalance. Different expressions, but the same underlying principle. Reliability begins to decline when equilibrium is lost. There is a quiet wisdom in systems that last. The Toyota 4Runner, for example, is often praised not because it is the most modern, but because it is dependable. Its design evolves slowly. Its core architecture remains familiar. It resists unnecessary complexity, and in doing so, it preserves reliability. The human body operates in much the same way. It does not benefit from constant disruption. It thrives on rhythm. Regular sleep, consistent nourishment, steady movement. These are not restrictive habits, they are stabilizing forces. They reduce variability, allowing the body to function with greater efficiency and less strain. And then there is the idea of stress. In engineering, stress testing reveals how a system behaves under pressure. In biology, stress plays a dual role. Small, controlled stress can strengthen the body, enhancing resilience. But chronic, unrelenting stress has the opposite effect. It erodes reliability not through sudden failure, but through gradual decline. You see this in vehicles that are pushed beyond their limits without proper maintenance, and you see it in people who move through life without pause, without recovery, without listening to the subtle signals of fatigue and imbalance. Consider the Mazda CX-5 or the Subaru Forester. These vehicles are not built around extremes, they are built around balance. Efficient engines, practical design, systems that work together rather than compete. They do not overwhelm the driver, they support them. And this support is what creates long-term trust. In the body, support comes from within. The immune system, the endocrine system, the nervous system, all working in coordination, adapting to internal and external conditions. But this coordination depends on stability. When inputs become chaotic, irregular sleep, inconsistent nutrition, constant stimulation, the systems begin to lose synchronization. and when synchronization is lost, reliability suffers. There is also something deeply revealing about maintenance. Reliable SUVs are not those that never require care, but those that respond well to it. Regular servicing, proper fuel, timely attention to small issues. These actions prevent larger problems. They extend lifespan not by avoiding wear, but by managing it. This is why models like the Honda Pilot quietly earn their reputation. They are built for families, for long journeys, for years of use without constant worry. And in a similar space, the Lexus GX carries a legacy of durability, blending refinement with rugged dependability, showing that even luxury can be engineered for endurance. Then there's the Toyota Venza, a reminder that even as technology evolves, reliability can remain intact when innovation is introduced carefully and thoughtfully. The same is true for the human body. Maintenance is not a sign of weakness, it is a recognition of reality. Rest, hydration, balanced nutrition, mental stillness, these are forms of care that sustain function over time. They are not dramatic interventions, but quiet, consistent practices. And perhaps this is where the deeper reflection begins to take shape. We often admire performance, speed, power, acceleration, but performance without reliability is fleeting. It impresses in the moment, but it does not endure. Reliability, on the other hand, is almost invisible. It does not demand attention, it simply persists. The Toyota RAV4 is one of the best-selling SUVs not because it is the most exciting, but because it is consistently dependable. It fits into daily life without friction. It does what is expected again and again without drama. And in that quiet repetition, there is a kind of strength. The human body, too, is not designed for constant peaks. It is designed for continuity, for waking, moving, thinking, resting, and repeating this cycle over years, even decades. And when we align with this design, when we respect its rhythms and limits, we begin to experience a different kind of performance, one that is sustainable, one that does not collapse under pressure. There is a certain humility in this understanding. It shifts the focus from pushing harder to living smarter, from chasing extremes to maintaining balance, from reacting to signals to anticipating them. And slowly, almost without noticing, the idea of reliability transforms. It is no longer something we seek only in machines. It becomes something we cultivate within ourselves. Because in the end, whether we are talking about an SUV that lasts for hundreds of thousands of miles or a human body that carries us through the years, the principle remains the same. Reliability is not built in moments of intensity. It is built in patterns of consistency. It is shaped by how we respond to stress, how we recover from it, and how we choose to live in the spaces in between.